Yo, my friends, welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming and Tech Reviews. Oh boy, finally. So, I went to CES 2026, and I'll tell you what, guys, it was actually pretty fun. But I come back, and all we hear about is all the negativity about um, AI, and how everybody like freaks out about that and stuff. And it's like, you know what? I would say the the CES experience when it comes to like the AI stuff was probably wasn't as big as anybody thinks. Like obviously you had the keynotes, from Jensen and AMD and Intel and everybody, like talking up their AI and stuff. And it's like most of the other things when you're walking around through the booths, like Thermaltake or Asus or freaking MSI or any of that stuff, like you don't see a whole bunch of AI stuff. You just see cool ass shit for gamers. Cool stuff, man. But you know, it's so divided out there in the world right now that I mean, I come back home from CES and it's almost like I feel rushed or I feel like I got to jump right into freaking covering NVIDIA's DLSS 4.5. And you know what? Honestly, guys, it's not even that big of a freaking difference. Some games it over sharpens. It is what it is. What's up, benchmark nerd? I come home. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. I need to drink. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do this whole live stream without my drink. Oh, you figured it out? How?
You added a new layer onto it.
Damn it, I couldn't do it. I wasn't smart enough. So there you go. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there too. It's a professional drawing tablet. Yeah, guys, like look, this right here, it's no AI. Dude, they sent me out this, bro, when I got back. A moving pad 11. My little artsy fartsy daughter is learning how to use it right now. Ooh, got the PC running this morning. Just need to install a bunch of stuff now. Hell yeah, hell yeah. So you build a whole new rig or you just upgraded the platform, right? You went from M4 to M5. Look, guys, at CES, I saw so much cool shit, dude. It's not even funny. I obviously, the big GPU makers and shit were talking about AI. I get it. It is what it is. But when it comes to like everything else, dude, I saw some of the baddest. Oh, a whole new rig. Nice. I'll probably be building one here shortly. Asus said they're going to send me out some stuff, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but should be doing like a full Asus build. Maybe, I don't know. Can I stop with DLSS FSR and boosted horrific contrast and just go back to tech? No, bro, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about on my channel. I'm not going to be bullied into the whole bullshit NVIDIA GP or NVIDIA DLSS beta shit, dude. If I'm losing you, dude, that sucks, but whatever. There's plenty of other channels for you to saturate yourself and all that. Oh, DLSS is so good shit, bro. Look, I watched Daniel Owen's video. I couldn't tell a difference when I looked at freaking Expedition 33. It looks all sharp. It looks all sharpened. Honestly, guys, there's some games when I played Spider-Man 2 on when I put in Spider-Man 2 and was looking at that on DLSS, 4.5, that shit looks incredible. That looked absolutely beautiful. I'm not trying, dude. I'm not even what I make like 3 videos, bro. I made 3 videos. Go look at Daniel Owens, dude. He's got like 20 videos already out there spanking off fucking NVIDIA, bro. Oh my gosh, NVIDIA, it feels so good, man. What are you talking about? I put out 3 videos. Are you over there? Let's go see if Martin 23 Kings is in any of Daniel Owens videos telling him to stop making DLSS videos. Black Myth Wukong, that one looked good too. That one actually looked really good. let's go look in Daniel Owens videos, bro, and see how many let's see if our buddy Martin is in there telling him to stop making NVIDIA movie videos about DLSS 4.5. Okay, here's this one right here. Let me we don't care about the polka dots. All right, let's see. Martin. Nope. No Martin. Nope, no Martin in here telling him to stop making NVIDIA videos, bro. No, yeah, no Martin in there. Are you in there, buddy? Are you in there telling him to stop making videos? But the branches, I know, huh, dude? It's so dumb, bro. I looked at that stuff, bro, and I was like, I can't I most of the time I can't even tell a difference. I guess if I zoomed in like 400%, maybe I would be able to see something. But when I'm looking at these games on the same monitor and I'm playing, bro, like I don't notice a massive difference. It looks good either freaking way. Either way, it looks good. It doesn't even matter, bro. Like if you buy AMD, thankfully you have an ML upscaler now. Thankfully. If you use NVIDIA, thankfully you got an ML upscaler. Heaven forbid, bro, somebody else likes something better. Heaven forbid somebody likes something other than NVIDIA, bro. It doesn't make me a black sheep. It just means that I've got finer taste than plastic looking freaking visuals, bro. Like if you like that sharpened shit, have fun, man. I don't care. Like I don't make fun of you. I don't sit here and be like, "Oh, you like Nvidia." So you're like, no, I've never said that. I've never been that mean to anybody. It's not even boosted contrast. You have to see it. You have to see it in real life to believe it, bro. Like it is what it is. It doesn't boost anything. It looks good to me. That's what I like to look at. You like to look at really sharp NVIDIA visuals. I like to look at better looking colors. I like to look at, I like my video games to look to have better colors than real life, bro. Like I look at real life colors every single day. I don't like them. I like being able to adjust my colors. I don't ever add contrast. Contrast is always at 100%. That's what it sits at, dude. The only thing I do is I adjust my saturation over about 50 points. 1080p is insanely good, bro. I still love it. I'm perfectly okay playing games at 1080p at 300 frames a second, dude. That's awesome. I have zero problems with that. Let me see if I can get my camera over here a little bit better so I'm not like looking. Yeah, I'm using the full banger camera tonight. Oh, I like 1080p. 1080p is beautiful. Dude, that new monitor from Asus though, holy shit. What's up, Rage Against My Machine? Honestly, guys, that new monitor from Asus looked so good on Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 6. That shit looked clean. Pulse over OLED. Like, let's talk. You know what? One thing I do like about Nvidia is that new Pulsar freaking that new gosh damn it's their new GeForce or whatever. That shit was pretty badass. Intel pre-built 1440p open box for $220 with no GPU. I just installed 4060. Nice, bro. Hell yeah. 14. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I want to put my 5050 in a I didn't I saw Paul's Hardware. I ran into Vincent Theo at Asus. There was a few other guys that were there that I saw, but I didn't run into any of the I mean, obviously Gamers Nexus wasn't there. The Aussie Bros, they had MSI lock off the whole building for them so that they could do their videos in there. 3D artist with 20 years experience, and I know how absolute RGB is. Now, the only thing that can influence this is color profiles. Um, I don't care about, yeah, Vixen. I don't necessarily care about professional color. If I wanted that, I would just go to Asus and buy a ProArt monitor. I'm more interested. So I know this might sound weird, but I like my colors just a little bit exaggerated, not like too much, but at least enough to I like my colors exaggerated enough to where it doesn't look all drab, and like I like them to look a little bit better. Okay, okay. I like that. 9060 XT, that's a beast. Ooh, while you were at CES, I upgraded to my first ever 9950X3D. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. It's I love my 9950X3D, bro. It's an incredible CPU. It's not that I do like them a little bit more vibrant, but not yeah, dude. It never it only pulses off the screen on NVIDIA, bro. When I'm using like digital vibrance, you can turn the what's it called, the intensity down, and then max out the freaking sat, but it still doesn't look as good as it does on AMD. AMD just has that like better color. I like the color science from AMD a lot better. It's just easier for me to use. Is my stream lagging? It doesn't say it is. Let's see if I can pull out the pop out. The pop out. The pop out. The pop out. Um yeah, it says it's excelente. Excelente. See excelente. Look, I'll leave the line right here so you guys can see the excelente. Are you using AMD or NVIDIA, Vixen? You're gonna put a 4060 in with an AM5? Okay. I like I like the way the AMD looks, man. I just do. 4.5, guys, it's not horrible. Like, I'm not saying that it's horrible. I'm not saying that at all. Like, I just think it's funny how like the Nvidia bros get so defensive when you're like, I don't know, man. It's a taste thing. It really is. It really is. Like, to me, they distinctly look different. Everybody tries to say they look the same, but then they try to say they don't look the same because DLSS is better or some bullshit. Yeah, I met JJ at CES. I talk to JJ all the time. I met JJ. I met Samir. I met Layla. I met all the AMD guys or all the Asus guys. They're all pretty freaking cool. Very cool people, man. And you know what the funny thing is like talking to the Asus guys. It's like you tell them, like you talk to them about like the stuff that you're thinking about, and they're like, dude, it's almost like they're in sync with what you're thinking, man. It's pretty crazy. I don't think AMD is really concerned about high-end GPUs right now, at least this generation. I was told by the AMD guys that next generation is going to be different. They are well, they didn't completely say, "Hey, we're jumping back into the high end," but they did say that they got something really, really good coming next gen. And it's like, look, we're already halfway through the generation. AMD is going to come out with something better. Obviously, it's going to be what's Junior doing? Boy,
I'm right here.
oh, he's sleeping on my
I'm not
bed.
sleeping,
Apparently,
I'm just watching.
He's watching Zacy draw on that new tablet.
Mhm.
How do you add
I use the Asus X870E Pro Art motherboard, and what makes it great for me is the dual. Oh yeah, dude, exactly. Honestly, that's probably the big thing for me with like higher end boards is I didn't really completely understand it, but now that I went to Asus and I asked a lot of questions, I understand like the different levels. You know, like the new they got the new Neo series out now that's coming out. They got the Tough Neo, they got the freaking Strix Neo. And then obviously, dude, ooh, did you guys see that board in that freaking in that Chronux case? Holy crap, that thing was badass. What's up, Captain Chats? I would love to build in that case with that new AIO with that motherboard, but it's like, what GPU do you put in there? Because the only thing I need, the only build that I really need to upgrade is my AMD build. And so it's because I want a better board for my AMD build now. At this point, like after running the ROG Strix, I want a better board. I love the faster AIO. I love the faster IO and everything that you get from those boards. That's the biggest thing. You don't you don't really necessarily know you need a faster board until you've had a faster board. You know what I mean? Like getting a cheap board like a B650 or something, it is what it is. I mean, they're fine. They'll get the job done. You can pop your CPU in there, you can plug in all your shit, and you can play your games. But having like faster IO is incredible. Better specs, better VRMs, having, you know, overall better stable power management and everything. Those things actually matter a lot more than you would think they would. Like, especially if you're building for longevity. If you're building a PC for longevity, absolutely get a better board. If you're building that shit because you just want to throw something together and play, okay, get a cheap one. Asus Crosshair, bro, Doc Hero was so badass. Did you see they have it in white or black? I think I like the white one a lot with that big ass screen on that AIO, dude. That looked incredible. The new way you can plug them into, bloop. They got plugs in the back and shit. Very nice. I did see the new monitors from LG. Um, I do like them. They the ones that I was using, I was on a motion rig, a 2DA motion rig, and they looked beautiful, man. Like you really have to see them in real life, honestly. Like the 5K, it looks, see, I don't know if they were running it at 5K though. That's the thing. It's like everything is in a demo there, and they don't let you play around with shit. Go like, no, we can't adjust this, we can't adjust anything because we want everybody to have the same experience, blah 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 shit. And so you're looking at it, and it looked good, like it looked clean, like the image quality. That looked good. You know, the monitor that really stole the show for me though was that Samsung 6K. They're about the same size as mine. They look like they were about the same size. Yeah, I'm really live. I'm really, really live. I promise. I promise I'm live. For gaming, I could be happy with any brand GPU, to be honest. But when you use Blender and experience OPIX, there's nothing that beats NVIDIA. You know, I downloaded Blender. Look, I got it right here. Blender 5.0, 5.0, and I'm on my AMD build. And to be completely fair, it's just a little bit slower. It's just slower. You can still use it. It works just fine. It's just slower. So look, man, if the extra 10 minutes makes your life easier or whatever, cool. Crosshair Hero and love it. Yeah, dude, Crosshair is good. I just the prices of those new monitors, Captain Chats, they are, yeah, kind of. I don't think they gave us the. Yeah, it's going good, Power Daves. Honestly, man, I would buy one, but I think that my next monitor is going to be Asus for their new tech that they have in it. I kind of want to run it side by side. Asus has that new that screen tech. I really liked how that new freaking Dark Hero boards have all the ports on the side too. Like they run into the side, the IO and everything. It's like a 32-inch. I don't remember the exact name of it. It's like the PG new Asus monitor. New Asus monitor showing off at CES. It's the new RGB. It's the RGB tandem stripe OLED technology. That shit looked so good in freaking real life. Let's see what the freaking monitors. I think it was. So they're dual mode 4K. Oh, it's the ROG Swift. It was like the PG32 UCDP. UCDP. That was the one. Those are badass. Or those new Pro Art monitors. They looked incredible. For like blender makers, a bit harder. Character editing. I got this new software. What's the name of that software on there, Zace? It's like this Clio Clipper. I don't know what it is. Clip Studio, man. It's on that tablet that I just got. It lets me do animations and everything, bro. It's pretty cool. It's professional level, blah, 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 digital art. It's pretty cool, actually. What do you think of it? Is it cool? It's called the Move Inc. Pad 11 from Wacom. Wacom. It's actually pretty sweet. This is an Android version of it, so you can actually save your projects on the go. You could take your stuff with you on the go. You don't have to. I'm not a welder. I work in a weld shop though. I can weld, but I'm not a welder. Pro Art line is very, very good. Forza Horizon 6 gonna look crazy. I bet. Guys, I know that there's a lot of talk about AI and shit, but dude, AI at CES, it wasn't really as like prominent as you would think it was. Yeah, dude. I just man, I just thought it was funny. We got freaking our good buddy Gamers Nexus crashing out on everybody nowadays. Crashing out on the Palantir. Did you see our US government, bro? While I'm sitting in Las Vegas, they like fly into Venezuela undetected and snatched their president right out of his bed and brought him to New York prison. I was like, wait a minute, man. I thought they had like really sophisticated Chinese tech and stuff, bro. Like, what the hell? Like, how the hell did that even happen? They just walk in and grab him. They walked in and grabbed the freaking president of Venezuela and like just took him. They're like, come on, buddy. He's like, oh, I don't want to go. And they're like, well, you don't really have a choice. It's the same, the PG32. They have that one, but then they have the new model, this year's model that's coming out. Switches between qualities DLA to ultra performance to maintain target frame rate would be a good idea. Actually, I do. Honestly, guys, with the new DLSS 4.5, We have way better military tech, bro. They probably don't even know what they're I think it's just funny to listen to them talk. To me, it's like the difference between buying a Fanatec versus buying a MOZA. Like it might work and everything, but like Fanatec is premium. Okay. Like it's legitimately premium. Like you get all the bells and whistles and features, and the shit works and it feels incredible. When I was on that MOZA at CES, bro, like it felt good, but that new Porsche wheel, bro, that they want $1,200 for, that shit felt cheap, man. My freaking GT3 rim feels significantly more premium than that. Dude, that thing felt cheap and kind of chintzy. I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, like that's just the way I feel about it, bro. It's like, look, man, they take all the freaking ideas from everybody else, bro, and then they put it together. They just slap it together, and they're like, yeah, it works great. And it's like, yeah, dude, I mean, if you're gonna buy sim racing equipment, bro, get some quality shit, bro. Either Thrustmaster, Logitech, or Fanatec, or Simicube. QD OLED tech with it. Yeah, the new Black Shield tech, dude. Oh gosh, it raised the black levels so incredibly. When I'm sitting there looking at them side by side, bro, holy sheesh. What's up, Joshua? Hello. You know what the funny? Yeah, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. That them new Asus monitors are absolutely freaking beautiful. I spent a lot of time at Asus, man. I did get to see the G-Sync Pulsar. I don't know if I'd cream my jeans like everybody else's over it, but it was good. It was good. It really did look pretty damn clean. And I was like, okay, wow. Yeah, it looks good. But honestly, I don't necessarily think that you would notice a difference. Yeah, CES was pretty fun. We had a lot of fun. Me and my wife went. I got her in as media. She was media with me. We did a lot of we looked at some other stuff too. It's really a difference between the old gen and the new gen for the blacks. Absolutely, there is. The blacks are incredibly, like almost perfect on the new ones. G-Sync Pulsar. Yeah, I wanted to answer this. The G-Sync Pulsar, um, it's good. It's in a lot of these newer monitors too. But I would say, I know a lot of people are making like a really big deal about it and being like, "Oh my gosh, it's like the next coming." Um, if you're playing a game at like 300 FPS on these regular monitor on like this or something else, like a OLED or something, um, it might look a little bit clearer. Maybe like I just don't think you notice it as much after your eyes adjust. You just don't. It's something that you don't notice anymore. I'm waiting for the Steam Machine. Steam Machine's gonna be awesome. Would you say blacks? Absolutely, bro. The blacks on that new monitor, Captain Chats, were literally freaking perfect. On my video, I think you can see it in my video. And Venezuelan president, come and get me. Here I am, you cowards. I know. And then they show up at his house, bro. They're like, what's up, dude? Let's go. He's like, no, don't take me. I'm like, nah, you're going, dude. Woo, boy. Yeah, honestly, those new Asus monitors were badass. The other cool tech that I saw monitor wise was the Samsung 6K, 4K 3D freaking monitor. That shit was cool, but it only supports like 63 games right now. But that shit was pretty cool. A lot of them are coming out with dual mode, but I think Samsung is the only one coming out with the 6K, 4K. They showed up to his house and they're like, let's go. Let's go. He's like, no, I don't want to go. And they're like, yeah, you're coming with us. I'm getting a Steam Machine. You need a fast board? Yeah. It was so down bad that they were reviewing. Are you serious, bro? I didn't see that. Steam Machine is for everybody. TCL has some things coming too. I didn't see TCL. I saw I saw KTC, Samsung, the Samsung monitors. I didn't go and stop and look at the MSI, but I did see Asus. Glacial. Bastard. Hey, what about that what about that incredible Chinese freaking what's it called? Their what's it called again? Their radar system. That was really great. That's some really great quality stuff, guys. $700 price. It's like $700. I don't know. The last thing I heard was $700. JJ just did a new video introducing all new lineup yesterday. Yeah, I need to reach out to him and see what he has to say. That RGB tandem stuff looks really, really good. Like that was like the first time I've seen like a screen that I'm like, wow, that looks really good. Can't integer scale that. Oh man. I don't know, man. I've been since I've been back, I've been watching a lot of that stuff on Venezuela, dude. I was like, holy shit, dude. I didn't even think we could do that. I did try the one at Samsung. Yeah. Well, I didn't try it. I just watched somebody playing on it, and it was like, what was it, like 720p, 7 or 1,000 hertz? They said like $3,000 to $5,000 for that 3K monitor, bro. It looked 720p. I mean, I guess you can use DLSS up to upscale it. Put my address as Butter Smooth Land NVIDIA. I'll let you in. I know, huh? Yeah, that 3D one's not going to be cheap, bro. We're talking about Samsung, bro. When do they ever put anything out cheap? Samsung doesn't care about you. Samsung likes to make money. They make cool shit and then they charge you a lot of money for it, which is ridiculous. I think it's quite mean that they do that to people. Yes, you are. I'm a 5090 bro too. You know what's funny, Bobby? I come home and I check out DLSS 4.5 and like I give you my honest opinion on it. And then people like freak out on me, dude. It's like, what the hell? Why are you guys freaking out on me so much, man? I don't understand the meanness when it comes to like the PC community, bro. Like some of you guys are just very mean. So delete all of these. Got all these videos. I've got so much footage still that I need to like go through and like edit and stuff. I just have a lot of continuous footage. Guys, it was so overwhelming there, man. So overwhelming to be at CES. It was pretty overwhelming. How is my opinion lying? I'm gonna have to delete you again. Admit being wrong. How can you be wrong on an opinion though? That's the thing. You just got to let the worms crawl around your feet and not feed them, though. Yeah, exactly. Console fanboys were bad. Oh, yeah. You get over here to the freaking NVIDIA bros, and they are legit crybabies, dude. They're the most insecure people I've ever met in my life. It's crazy. I'm not deleting you, AJ. What's up, Mr. Morales? Have you ever used custom resolutions like 1800p? I don't do that. I just stick to the regular ones. No, I'm just talking to Framerate X. He's being a little crybaby again. He pretends he's smart all the time, but he's really just a helpless, hopeless NVIDIA bro. And it's fine, dude. Like, it is what it is. You want to act like a little baby? I'll treat you like a little baby. Oh, sheesh. Come on, man. My freaking slippers are right there. I'm going to put those on because they're probably more comfortable than my shoes. Booyah. They're going to feel so much better. DLSS. 4.5, not bad. I did see a lot of games because I probably looked at 25 games now on DLSS 4.5. And I would say probably 6 or 7 of them looked over sharpened to me with it. Oh, you just walked into everything that's fun. But you can be stubborn. I am stubborn, man. I'm a stubborn asshole, and that's I am a contrarian. Yeah, exactly. I am. I'm a stubborn asshole. Well, you know what, bro? The PC community made me that way very fast. Very fast. Look, if you don't stand on your principles and you give into these little motherfuckers, they will take everything from you. So you have to, like, if you believe something, you have to stand on it, bro. I'm not gonna just be like, yeah, you guys are right, man. AMD's trash, and NVIDIA's the best. I'm never gonna do that, bro. I literally have withdrawals from not using AMD, bro. I legit have withdrawals. Like, I have to use it. I love it. NVIDIA's not better though. Like, NVIDIA might be better in your little tiny mind, Framerate X, but it's not better. It's just not better. In my honest opinion, I think they're about the same. I think they're about even. I am using the Sony FX30 with an 11 millimeter lens. OG Aries. Oh, well, welcome, brother. Welcome. You found a good place to come and hang out. I would say this is the best YouTube channel on the YouTube, man. Hillbilly Froggy talking about video games and tech. Like, 4.5 is not bad. To me, it can get better, but I have both AMD and NVIDIA. I just don't, dude. I've been consistent. I didn't like the over sharpened look on 3.5 and 3. I sure as shit don't like it now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the over sharpened look, man. I don't like the way it makes my games look. It like strips out whatever the magic it is. It gets rid of the magic and replaces it with some other magic. RSR 1440p to 4K on my 97 XT, and it's super badass. I like it better than frame generation or FSR. There's also the sharpening one too, man. You can just turn on the AMD's freaking sharpening 2.0 or whatever, and it'll make your games look sharp 4K. You walked in, started playing Assassin's Creed Shadow using MFG and game run smooth. Nice. Yeah. It really is pretty it is pretty decent with MFG. I like MFG. I think MFG 4X is incredible. Well, thank you, Vixen. Dude, if you like that fake ass look, frame rate X, have fun, brother. AMD is better. It's just better. Better for me. It's better for me. Does that mean it's better? You're just gonna have to make up your own mind, bro. Hey, nobody's stopping you from going and buying an AMD GPU. I even told you could buy the cheap one, the 9060 XT, but still you ain't got a spine to go get one and try it yourself. So I don't know what else to tell you, buddy. How's the giveaway PC holding up? He's right here. AJ, how's that PC treating you, buddy? These guys want to know. They want to know, AJ, how that PC is treating you. AJ is in the chat. You guys can ask him how that PC is doing. I think he's probably working right now. Made from the manufacturer. FPS. I mean, yeah, dude, they're pretty much the same, dude. Honestly, you guys realize that NVIDIA uses FP8 for their DLSS. Freaking FSR is running on FP8. I mean, they're essentially going to be the same. And if I was a betting man, I would be betting on AMD and PlayStation together, making this look good. Check out the new BIOS update. Going to be awesome. Just even the experts saying DLSS 4.5. Yeah, exactly, bro. You know, somebody from NVIDIA finally followed me over on X too. Maybe they see that I'm onto something. I don't know, bro. Screens, I don't see a need for any sharpening. I don't see. Yeah, exactly. To me, the over sharpening look, to me, it makes everything kind of look cell shaded, bro, and I don't really care for that look. Titan Quest 2. I was playing that yesterday. I put up that video while I'm going through checking all my games and stuff. And I'm looking at that and like it looks good. Like, don't get me wrong, like the over sharpened look, it does look good. I can understand completely why people like it. I really do. But at the same time, to me, I don't it's not that it's not that I hate it. I just don't like some games when they look like that, man. Like I lose interest in it. You know what I mean? I like to dawdle and look at my games a lot, like I really do. And seeing that stuff, it's just I don't know. I think most people, dude, unless you've got like editing software and all that shit, and you're going to put the videos side by side and look at them, I don't think you're ever going to be able to tell a real difference between FSR4 or FSR Redstone and DLSS. The only thing you're really going to be able to see is when the games are over sharpened, and then you'll notice that. There's nothing wrong with FSR Redstone, nothing at all. It looks incredible. It just okay, if you call it clarity all you want, that's fine. Waste of money in my eyes. And sharper filter on NVIDIA 2 might help you with image taste. Oh, there's a sharper filter. Sharper filter. Nah. He's not an NVIDIA fanboy, dude. Ancient Gameplays is an NVIDIA bro too, bro. I asked him one time. I was like, us AMD fanboys got to stick together, and he's like, I'm not an AMD guy. I just cover AMD because that's what people want. He's not really technically an AMD guy. He uses NVIDIA for all of his game playing and shit like that. He's an NVIDIA guy, just using AMD to get those clicksies, man. That's why he always sounds like like upset when he's talking about it. I caught on real quick. AMD is just a AMD is just a side is just a side chick for him. NVIDIA is his real main squeeze. I genuinely use AMD because I like it. It's simple as that. If NVIDIA was significantly better or better to a point where I thought that I wouldn't even be wasting my time with AMD. Like, why would I? If NVIDIA was better, why would I waste my time with AMD? You know what I mean? Did you see the new 5K 14? I did. I saw everything that Asus had to offer. They might hire who as a marketer? Yeah, exactly. Wait until you see what Cerny and good old Mark Cerny and AMD bring to the table, bro. I'd bet my money more on that because let's just say a PlayStation really cares about visuals, and they develop games and they're helping program freaking Amethyst. So I'd bet my money on that being the better upscaler in the long run. Well, thank you, Dave S. Dave S. Apparently, almost 16,000 other people like that too. I stand on my principles, man. I like what I like, bro. I ain't gonna let some freaking angry little keyboard warriors change my mind, man. You just don't like Nvidia as much as we do. Yeah, you're right, dude. I don't put Nvidia on a pedestal. That's the only difference, bro. Everybody else is like, oh gosh, looking for reasons to like point out. I mean, dude, trying to watch Daniel Owens' video on FSR Redstone versus DLSS 4.5 had me freaking laughing my ass off, bro. I'm like, really, bro? Really? You think people are going to stop and look at a little freaking great way over there? I was like, damn. I looked at Expedition 33. It has FSR4 now. I looked at it, 4K, sitting there, and I'm like, damn, this looks good. And I put it on the NVIDIA and it just looks over sharpened. It's one of those over sharpened games, and that's fine, man. Some people love that stuff, and I don't really care. You got a way of explaining things that shouldn't even set off any type of fanboy bullshit. I mean, really, man, you're way better than if I were to deal with the BS. Hey, you know what, man? I try. Like I used to be like not necessarily like anti NVIDIA. I was just annoyed with it, bro, because you get so many people and they come and they say the dumbest shit, and and it's like I'm gonna trust my own eyes over the loud freaking um over the loud army of freaking fanboys. Like I'm gonna trust my eyes more. Did you see the Steam Machine? I did. I saw the leaked $1,000 price, but then I also saw a $700 price. And it says who? Says who? Frame Rate X says who? Who says it doesn't look as good? Because I can tell you right now, looking at the shit, I don't see a difference. I do not see NVIDIA DLSS being better than FSR Redstone. Then why own a 5090? Why wouldn't I? 5090 is the best NVIDIA GPU you can get. Am I right? Would I tell a 3D expert they are wrong? Depends. Depends. 100% depends on the situation. If they're trying to tell me that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing with my eyes, then maybe. You didn't know about that? Solomon? Yeah, bro, he's an NVIDIA guy. He just covers AMD for the freaking clicks, bro. I mean, you can tell that immediately. I mean, listen to him. He sounds just like everybody else. Oh, DLSS is the best. DLSS is the best. Most gamers, dude, 90% of gamers, you put them in front of both of them, bro, they can't tell a difference. They can't tell. They don't even give a shit. Most of them don't even give a shit. The only reason people keep buying NVIDIA is because of people like Ancient Gameplays and Hardware Unboxed and Daniel Owens keep telling people that NVIDIA is better. If they quit saying that and actually were just like, I can't really tell a difference unless I zoom in 500%, then people wouldn't give a crap, because you literally have to zoom in like 500% and slow shit way down just so you can see a difference. It's not a big enough difference in motion to even matter. Well, you've been in PC gaming your whole life, you say, and you don't know shit either. Well, go draw your line in somebody else's comment section, because I'm done speaking to you. Go draw your line in somebody else's freaking comment section. Anything new from Thrustmaster? They have the TA18, the updated version coming out. Everything is subjective. Everything is subjective. Ooh, is that your new PC? You got a power spec, dude? A power spec? Nice. Sharpen. Yeah, I need to get in there and play with some more stuff. See if I can. You're not even you're not even somebody you can debate. You obviously think that you're right, and so there's yeah. I don't see anybody being unhappy with their 9070 XT. Still watching every stream. Biggest fan ever. He is my biggest fan, bro. He shows up and freaking dude. He is my biggest fan. You mean to draw the line? Well, draw your line however many, draw as many red lines as you want, dude. I saw. So they got the Chronox. They got the G1000 that's coming out. That's got the holographic stuff in it. That looked pretty badass, dude. That G1000 from Asus looked pretty badass. They had obviously they had the Hyperion still. I think that's their only main new case, but then they also have the TM500 pre-built that's coming out as well. No, you're not censored. Who's not happy with the 9070 XT? No, I didn't. How many new Asus? Sorry if I said anything wrong. No, you didn't say anything wrong. Why not just play along and be like, yeah, Redstone is great? Why not just play along? Oh, man. If you don't know who Daniel Owens is, you probably don't need to. 70XT, and I'm not happy because I still have not hooked up my monitor to it yet. So, yeah, you. I've been using the RX 9070 XT Red Devil for a few days now, and man, I was not expecting my CPU to be such a bottleneck with that card. 5600X. What are you running it on though? Are you 1080p or 1440p? The 9070 XT is a good card. Use frame gen. That should clear up your bottleneck, or at least help alleviate it to some extent. You don't know anything. all you know is to cry about NVIDIA. I can tell. Oh, no, it's not you. We're talking to Frame Rate X. He's being a big baby. You got a Ken in here. Yeah, you're right, dude. He is kind of a Ken, huh? No, he's the Karen. He's the NVIDIA Karen, bro. So, frogs. So who do you consider fair since everyone is an NVIDIA fanboy on YouTube streets? I don't really think there is anybody that's fair. I think they're all on the take, bro. I think NVIDIA pays them all. So if you want my honest opinion, dude, I honestly think that NVIDIA pays them all. I think Gamers Nexus is right. I think that NVIDIA basically forces them to say what they want them to say. I think Hardware Unboxed still does it too because he knows without NVIDIA, he's freaking toast. NVIDIA is way too big in the PC space for any of these YouTubers to not cover them. You know what I mean? Like they don't really have a choice, especially if you're somebody like Hardware Unboxed or some of these other guys. I don't know if they're getting paid, but I do think that I do think they're probably, I don't know. I don't know. I'll let Gamers Nexus do his thing and call them all out. You have an RTX 4080 and a 9070 XT, and I like my 9070 XT better. Well, I mean, that's pretty much where I was at with that. I liked my 7900 XTX better than I did the 4080 Super, so I sold the 4080 Super. People told me I was crazy. Can you get a yay or a no? Yeah, I don't know what you're asking. I do think AMD's software is better. I don't know what you're asking, AJ. No, it's not you. It's not you. I love my 9070 XT. Everybody loves the 9070 XT. It's the best. Shoot. 4090 is a good card. You know what the funny thing is though, Vixen? When I had that 4090, because I'd been using the 5070 Ti and using like MFG 4X and stuff, it kind of, I'm not even joking. Like at first, it kind of felt like a little bit of a downgrade. I was like, wow, I did not expect that. Obviously, it's not. I mean, the 4090 is significantly more powerful GPU, but Ryzen's are still worth it. I think AM4 is still a good platform. You know, honestly, if you're looking, because you can still get like a decent priced RAM for that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like $450 or $400 for DDR5 32 gigs. Like I said, if I was building a PC right now today, I would just pay the price. I would just pay it. Yep, Daniel Owen loved it. Yep, you're right, bro. Daniel Owen loved AMD, and then all of a sudden NVIDIA started sending him free GPUs, and yep, he's sold out in real time, bro. Huh. It's sad, bro. Like it's pathetic. To be completely honest with you, it is absolutely pathetic. Everybody says, "Oh, I just wish AMD would freaking compete." And then they do, and then NVIDIA sends out freaking GPUs, and then all of a sudden everybody's just like, "Oh, never mind." But don't worry, if NVIDIA starts sending me free GPUs, I'm just going to sell out too. I don't really care anymore. LOL. Oh, damn. Don't they already have a 5950X 3D? Oh, maybe they. I thought they did do a 3D on that. Or was it just the 5800X 3D? Getting paid, but they definitely won't be getting early products. That's for sure. Blacklist them from what? So do you think I do think a $3 trillion company needs to pay a lot of money to stay a $3 trillion company, sadly. Actually, he's a $5 trillion company now. Well, a big part of that is if channels give negative reviews about NVIDIA products, they blacklist them. Well, yeah. Dude, NVIDIA wouldn't even let me into their let me in as media, bro. And I have a media I have a media badge right there. Froggy is media, bro. And they wouldn't even let me in. They told me, nope, you're not on the list. I was like, what? Dude, AMD literally rolled out the red carpet for me, bro. I was like, holy shit. Open box 5090 to get there. Nice, dude. To hit 4K, 5K so I could cash out. Honestly, man, I don't know if I would sell mine. I want to keep it. I like it. I like my 5090. Like, it's an incredible freaking GPU, bro. Like, I legit love it. But holy shit, dude, the freaking mental gymnastics that people go over a freaking upscaler, bro. Are you serious? Are we serious? Is that really where we're at? I mean, we went from like the power thing to all of a sudden NVIDIA brings out freaking DLSS, and now everybody's like, oh my gosh, like nobody even gives a shit about power anymore. Like nobody even cares about full power no more. Like you're legit getting cut back every single generation, and all anybody can do is sit there and walk around like a chicken with their head cut out. DLSS, and it's like, damn, dude, you guys are weird sometimes. To be completely honest with me. Not you guys, the NVIDIA bros, the ones that like hold them up on the pedestal and shit. You know, guys like Frame Rate X, it's like, oh gosh, we like, bro, like pretty soon you're barely gonna have a chip that'll do any Rasta, and it'll be all freaking DLSS, bro. Honestly, I think if NVIDIA could find a way to do a driver level DLSS for every single game ever out there, I guarantee you that's all you'd be getting is the transistors. You'd just be getting transistors. You wouldn't even be getting freaking power anymore. Oh, exactly. Honestly, dude, MFG 4X and all that other stuff is actually pretty damn good. I don't really mind frame generator. Ooh, she made us a picture on the new picture tab. I'm going to add more to it. Oh, I don't have a plug. Yeah, I do. I will plug it in with this. Now that you taught me how to do this. Ooh, but we need a different color. Blick. Nope. Where's the little... All right. Well, we'll let this thing die. Or do you want me to save this? Saving. Okay. Now we can... No, don't do that. Where's the power button?
To turn it off?
Yeah. Oh, God, it's on the side of it. Sorry, I'm quite the turtle sometimes. Sorry guys. We just got this product that I need to review. I did the unboxing on it yesterday, but now I need to do like a review on it, and the baby cakes is going to help with the review. I need a juice, ice and juice, ice and juice, ice and juice. I thought you were the juice doctor. I don't really care. Oh, I don't care. Only thing I've done in the BIOS is put in a 30 curve optimizer. Whoa, Preston. Hey, Froggy, you're my favorite AMD shill ever. Tell me about ultra wides at CES. Any really get you excited? I'm looking at the Samsung. The Samsungs were very nice, but they were 6K, 4K. The best one they had, honestly, guys, was that 3D one. That shit looked incredible. Incredible. The that was the best monitor that Samsung had, honestly, to tell you the truth. That I don't remember seeing any ultra wides at Samsung. I don't think they were showing off any ultra wides there. I'll have to go through my footage and see, because I don't remember seeing any of that, any ultra wides. What color did you get? Orange or pink? Nice. Best game to show OLED HDR. One that I really keep going back to is Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West looks very good with HDR on OLED. You need my live streams in ultra wide? LOL. I mean, I guess I could if I used like Streamlabs. I think Horizon's probably one of my favorite for showing that off, as well as probably Horizon, or maybe even Star Wars Outlaws. That one's a good one. Avatar, bro. Holy crap. Avatar looks insane. Avatar looks insane on a 9070 XT. But sadly, you kind of have to play that one at 1440p to get a really good performance on it. It's okay at 4K with frame gen, like you can play it and it's pretty decent, but if you really want the best experience, like you need to play that game on a 5090. Wait, what game? Ratchet and Clank? Ratchet and Clank looks pretty decent. You're right. That one does look pretty good. I honestly think the best Sony game for HDR is Horizon Forbidden West, or even Zero Dawn, to be completely fair. Forbidden West has more. So the thing with Forbidden West is they have artistically created different times of day. And so it definitely looks better, like it stands out a lot more. What happened? GPU do what it wants, or run a custom, no fan. I let my 5090 run wild. Everybody's like, what's going on with those temperatures? And I'm like, dude, it's a wild beast. You can't tame it. Why would anybody tame that wild beast? Dude. Ooh, that's my daily setting. I let my 5090 run wild. People get so upset at me for that. You need to put it, you need to undervolt it and this and that and all that shit. And I'm like, why? Why do I need to do that? Nobody's ever explained to me why I need to do that. They just say because it's temperatures. And I'm like, but why? But why? I thought these things were built to run the way they're supposed to run. Such a waste. What's up, AMP? How you doing, buddy? Alienware. Yeah, man. Silicon will have a shorter lifespan, cooling off and getting hot over and over again. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but I mean, how many times have you? Okay, look at my upgrade cycle. Am I going to have a problem? If I upgrade every generation, am I going to have a problem? I upgrade every generation. Do you really think I'm going to have a problem? There is a time when I seriously didn't even have the temps on there. I leave them on there now so that you guys can, so that people can freak out and anything to get a little bit of extra, like, to me, like, people tell me all the time, but it's just, I'm trying to learn. Honestly, everything I do is for science at this point, man. To be completely honest with you, I'm a mad scientist. I do everything for science. 82 months ago, and I'm already wanting for new stuff to drop. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's just, it is what it is. I don't really mind the temperatures, especially in the winter time. Dude, it gets so cold in this house. It's so drafty that the winter time, it doesn't even matter. I run that 5090 max. The summer, though, it gets really hot with the 5090. Nobody wants to know about any of the other cool stuff that was at freaking CES. I mean, we spent half the thing talking about DLSS, dude. Holy crap, dude. It's an upscaler, man. It is what it is. Sometimes I like upscaled image, sometimes I don't. I mean, there's a lot of games I don't even, dude, I play a lot of my older Ubisoft games that don't even have upscalers. You know that? How do you know it was mostly AI slop at CES? There wasn't even that much AI slop there. The ROG booth was awesome, man. I didn't have to fight anyone at all. Give you an example, Froggy. If I have a 50-minute rendering batch going 4090, I keep voltage at this way. Better for constant work and cost less on the power bill. How much would it actually cost you, though, power-wise? I mean, honestly, at that point, why wouldn't you just buy a 4080 or something? If power is a concern, why buy a power hungry GPU? Why not just buy something less? Why not just buy something cheaper that doesn't consume as much power? Because as far as I'm concerned, most of the NVIDIA GPUs run pretty close to each other. Oh yeah, dude, the freaking iBuyPower PCs were pretty badass. I liked the builds that they had, dude. That freaking they're destroying They're destroying Minnesota again. Oh, I know, bro. We need to get down there and get us some freaking daycares opened up. Doesn't really impact performance of rendering. Yeah. I just, to me, it just sounds wild to spend that much money on a GPU and then hold it back. Power to cost ratio for home rendering. 4090 was actually a pretty good card, man. I literally regret selling mine. I kind of wish I would have just kept that, because then I could have sent the 5090 back and just kept that. Yeah. I'm gonna start bringing my brother on the channel on the weekends for like a podcast or something. I played Unreal on those. Voodoo. You sold it. Can't do that. I still got APUs. Yeah, dude. You should have bought a 5090 Capono when my wife gave you permission. She gave you permission and you didn't even do it. You could have got that. You could have got that Asus stuff for $2,000. What? Yeah, my wife gave him permission, bro. He was afraid of his wife not giving him permission, and so I asked my wife to give him permission, and she said, "Yeah." Dude, I need to hey, we need to start opening up some Leering Center. The Leering Center is already shut down. Well, we'll just go open another Leering Center, bro. We can open another Leering Center, bro. Oh. Will they ever leer? Probably not, bro. But we'll open a Leering Center here. Well, no, we'll probably have to move to Minnesota to open one. But we could probably do it. Dang it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. We'll go open some daycares and some Leering Center, bro. No leering allowed. We'll put rainbow flags on the wall, bro. We'll be good, bro. We'll just say happy leering, and we'll just hang some rainbow flags everywhere, and they'll be fine. Damn it, Bobby. Opening all those Leering Centers. How the hell they get away with that shit, bro? You know what I mean? Like, really? We just gonna let people come over here and straight steal from us? And then when we put the foot down, these guys gonna freaking run out in front of the police and try to run them over and get themselves shot? Like, how dumb are you? I mean, how dumb do you got to be to try to freaking point your car at a cop and hit the gas? You're getting shot every single time. I went through post, I went through law enforcement, and that, like, if somebody points their car at you and drives, you are told to shoot first, ask questions later. Like, it is so ingrained in you in law enforcement that you shoot. If you are in fear for your life or your partner or the public, you shoot first, ask questions later. That cop was well within that agent was well within his rights to do that. Look, you don't want to get shot by the cops, don't freaking point your car at them. Don't hit the gas. Hitting the gas the way she did is exactly like you're getting shot every single time. Every time. Just because you think you're entitled to treat the police that way, no, they have the authority to take your freaking life. They have the authority to take your life. They do. If you put them in danger, first of all, look at the situation. Ice on the road, that person putting their car in drive, turning their tires toward that officer and hitting the gas, I would have shot her. I would have done the same thing. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. Pop, pop, pop. There's a, yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, I would shot her in the head too, bro. Point your car at me and you try to drive, I'm going home to my family. You are dead. You are dead. You made the wrong dumb choice. She had a choice every second that she was alive to not do stupid shit. She chose to put that officer's life at risk and she paid the price. That sucks. It is very unfortunate. And I do feel for her family and everybody, but that lady was stupid. Like, that was dumb. That officer yelled at her to get out. Yeah, dude, multiple times. Hell yeah, man. He was a very fast draw. Her stupid actions led to her freaking her life losing her life, man. Like it's cut and dry. And people trying to flip that shit around. No. I mean, I think our law enforcement is pretty. I mean, you watched our military fly into Venezuela and take their president without losing a freaking person, without losing anybody. Like, we know our they know how to do shit, bro. Like, let them cook, man. Everybody says they want the world to be better. Let them cook. Let them cook. I guess maybe they shouldn't have had so many leering centers in Minnesota. Then people would be smart enough not to try to point their car at a freaking policeman and hit the gas, bro. That was suicide. They got him. They got him. They like flew right over there across that incredible, super sophisticated Chinese tech, bro. Flew right in without even being noticed by it. Oh, damn. Can you imagine that, bro? Like, you had all the Chinese out there talking about how America wouldn't dare go into Venezuela because they are helping them and they stand by them. And then America just flies right in there and grabs the dude and takes him out without losing the soldier. I'm like, damn, bro. Dude, I bet the Chinese military's like, we should probably throw all this shit away and build some new shit. They're like, but I'm like, wow, man, how does that even happen? He said, come and get him. We went and got him. We're like, all right, come on, buddy. You want to sleep over? Well, we're just bringing him over for a sleepover. Tell the rest of his life. Got to pay someone's welfare. You're right, brother. You're right. Good night, Mr. Scientist. That's funny, though. Stream demon. I know. Nah, it doesn't matter if they demonetize this, bro. It is what it is. I just thought it was funny, man. I just thought it was funny. It's like you hear the Chinese government like talking like mad shit, like, yeah, dude, the America wouldn't dare. America wouldn't dare. And I'm like, do you guys even realize like what you're saying? Like, we have probably the biggest, most well-trained military on the freaking planet today. Like we are literally Rome at their peak. And I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a scary thing because all freaking all all great powers have like come and fell. And honestly, we would never be defeated from an outside. It would be from the inside, and that's what they're doing. Why do you think they attack our kids' minds, bro? They try to make them hate America, and they think we're evil and all of that stuff. And don't get me wrong, dude, we've had some pretty evil leaders. I dare you to do it, and he does it for their Leering Center. Exactly, bro. If you choose between display HDR True Black and HDR Peak 1000, what do I choose? On what system are you on? I never do the Peak 1000. I usually always just go into the Windows calibration tool, HDR calibration tool, and I calibrate it that way because then I get the pretty close to good. You can set it to either one, honestly, Vixen, and then go into Windows calibration. That's what I do, and it calibrates it pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's good enough to where I don't really notice and I don't care. Definitely more than Rome, man. The memes of Maduro on social media are freaking hilarious. Well, yeah, bro. Like, you can't have a dictator like literally just taking all of your stuff, bro, and then like making you have nothing. I've seen a lot of Venezuela people that are very happy about this. Very happy about this. The only people I see that are angry are the blue-haired women, the white blue-haired women, bro. Those are the only ones that are upset about it. And it's like, why are you upset about it? Go drink your freaking latte. Yeah, if you use a calibration tool in Windows, oh boy, it actually works. A lot of people, dude, a lot of people give Windows so much crap, and it's like, dude, like, how is it that I can enjoy my experience? There was a lot more than AI there. There was a lot more. 4.5 a few days ago on Kazan, and it made the game look sharper and more crisp, which I like, but it made it stutter often, so I reverted back to 4.0. Well, didn't we just get the new update today? Isn't today the full release on the 3? Oh my gosh, I got a Windows update. Well, take some screenshots to compare. I would. The only thing, don't touch the color slider. Put that all the way to 0. It'll just blow out your colors. CES was good. It was good this year. I liked it, dude. I found all kinds of cool shit that I liked. I'm gonna have to do a best of CES video and like put up all the cool shit that I saw because there was a lot of cool shit. The sonic weapons, oh yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. We needed their thick oil. Yeah, maybe we do. I don't see a problem with that. It's not like we're gonna just take it from them and not help build their freaking economy, bro. I mean, if we just went over there and like started drilling and like taking everything and like shipping it over here and like the Venezuelan people were still starving and shit, then I would say something. But you know they're gonna get paid. You know they're gonna get paid. You know that freaking we're gonna rebuild their country. We're gonna try to reinstitute some sort of norm over there so that people can actually live freaking somewhat better lives. Yeah, Chevron is still there. Hopefully it works out, man. The blue meanies. Is AI being forced to people? I don't really think so. I don't think AI is being forced on people, but I do think that they are trying to recoup the money that's been invested into it. So yeah, you are seeing a lot of products that are featuring AI. Some of those are actually pretty cool. I've seen some when I was there. Razer's got some new headphones that like you could put these on and you could be like, read that to me. Like you could be reading a book and then you could just tell it to read it to you and it will like legit read the book to you, bro. Like that's pretty cool. Like you're sitting there looking at like some groceries on a table and you're like, hey, will you put this into a help me figure out help me to figure out like some sort of like a recipe or something for this? Every game it's a toggle. You turn it on in the you have to turn on the toggle. I think everything supports it. I think AI has got a lot of good use purposes, but I think that gamers are so mad right now because it's making the RAM prices and everything go up. It's making internet has become an echo chamber of bots lately, but you find a real channel and you got a better pulse of what's going on. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. They are echo channels, man. Everybody just says the same shit. Everybody regurgitates, and then you get a whole bunch of frame rate X's that come to my channel and tell me, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, whatever, bro. 3D monitor. I am really thinking about it, proud Canadian. I want to see how much it is. But I might actually do it. Can we get a digital vibrant, right? No, you're not getting no more digital vibrance today. That is a topic that's kind of a touchy topic. Okay. People get very emotional when I talk about colors. It hurts them. Like their insecurities like well up and then their eyes start watering and shit, bro. It's quite interesting. But every best good YouTuber said that DLSS 4 is better. I'm like, dude, I can't even tell. You can barely tell, man. You have to legit stare at that shit, bro. Why would you do that? Just get in there and play your damn game. I don't think NVIDIA is much better than AMD. I don't think AMD is better than NVIDIA. I think they're pretty damn close. I think they're very close, actually. I think that you get I think you get a good value either way. Sometimes I do think that NVIDIA is maybe a little bit overpriced for the gaming market. I do think that I do think that they're a little bit more overpriced, but at least you do get just a little bit more if you buy NVIDIA. Like you do get a more mature, um, you do get a more mature upscaling suite if you buy NVIDIA. Like you do get more, which is not bad, but with AMD, you are getting. I know this is probably going to make a lot of you mad, but I feel like right now with the prices, you are getting what you pay for. What do I think about FSR Redstone? When will it come? It's already here. FSR Redstone's already here. You'll start getting more games with more features this year. You found the only non-echo chamber. Like you're here. You're here. Echo chamber free. AMD the best. AMD is very good, Power Dave. I I could easily recommend either, honestly. Frog a while ago, I said MFG 6X would come to the 60 series cards, but now that it's coming to 50 series. I don't know. I'm actually quite excited to try it out. Seeing as I have the 5090, I actually get to use, I actually get to take full advantage of it. So I'll be happy. Everybody else will be sad. I don't know, Shane. A lot of people like that. Dude, a lot of people like to chase it, dude. It's an exhilarating rush to get the newest and best. To be completely honest with you. DLSS 4.5 is pretty good in performance mode. Like it was already good though. DLSS 4 was already good, and I already said that. Now everybody's mad at me. I'm like, oh man, don't be mad at me, my little fellers. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Like honestly, I really do believe the RTX 5090 is a 20-year GPU. 20-year GPU. If the 1080 Ti was a 10-year GPU, the RTX 5090 is a 20-year GPU. Echo. Will Intel make an X3D chip? Probably. What other choice do they have? How good is a 5080? I think a 5080 is probably a good 10-year GPU. I mean, the 5090 is twice that. 5080 is not bad. It just doesn't make any sense with the 5070 Ti because they're essentially the same card. It's just slightly better, honestly. How good is a 9070 XT? I would say a 9070 XT is 10-year card too. I think depending on the next console generation, I think you still have enough power with the 9070 XT to at least play through the next console generation. Okay. So that would make it a 10-year GPU. Yeah, they're not going to bring out a high-end card. I asked them and they're like, no, they told me that the RDNA 4 is the bottom and it's only going to get better from there. That's what they told me. So I was like, okay. I was like, cool. I would probably say the 9070 XT at MSRP would be a better value than a $900 5080, but a 5080 would still be for $899. That would still be a honestly, okay, if we're looking at 9070 XT at MSRP, which is $600 versus $899 for a 5080, the 9070 XT is the better value, but for $899 for a 5080, I'd probably buy both. Honestly, I'd buy both. But I could easily see somebody buying a 5080 for that. $5070 Ti is a good card. That's the one I recommend mostly out of the NVIDIA stack is the 5070 Ti is because I think that card is probably offers the best price to performance ratio for me. I was very happy with the 5070 Ti. 2080 is about the same performance as a 9060 XT. New tech like hologram assistants will eat our. Oh yeah, bro, dude, those hologram assistants are pretty badass. Yeah, honestly, most of the console gamers are people my age, bro. They'll probably still buy them. They don't really care, honestly. $500 for an Xbox and a PlayStation, that wasn't the problem. That wasn't even a big deal for me. It was like shit. I would have paid $1,000 for an actual 4K console. I think I was more upset about 864p back then than I was about paying $500 for a console. That's a good deal. $899 for a 5080 is actually a pretty good deal. That I can recommend because that's pretty much about the cost you're getting a 5070 Ti's for. So $899 is a pretty decent deal. 5090 or nothing. Yeah, pretty much. True Black 400 and use the tool. This is actually really good calibration. Yeah. The calibration is pretty decent on that Windows, man. I like it a lot, actually. GPUs after 6 years are Salvation Army Goodwill old. Pretty much. If you can get a 5080 for $899, I'd probably just get that. Well, MSRP, well, I don't know, 5070, like it is literally 5 to 15% faster, the 5080. But you do get better overall MFG 4X support on a 5080, so that might be a good idea. I am an enthusiast now. That is true. That is true. I'm definitely more raw power. Yeah, the prices of 5090 are ridiculous now. Will I be playing that new Witcher 3? Absolutely. Absolutely. Console Bro is spending more than six. Well, they wanted more power. They have to pay for it. $9,800 X3D, probably not that much. They'll probably be around $400. That's pretty much what they are. Probably $379 or so. Yeah, the user interface. Sell us off all the rejects. I literally think that NVIDIA and AMD are trying to find ways to sell us the least amount of silicon in our gaming GPUs because there's just too much money in the AI. Those guys are willing to spend significantly more money than we are. 6600 still viable. If you're playing select games at 1080p, yeah. I mean, you could probably even do some 1440p on that GPU if you're playing select games. So yeah, it just depends on what you're playing. Like if you're into like some older type games, yeah, absolutely. Buy what you need. Buy exactly what you need. Like you don't have to chase the hardcore GPUs. Even the RTX 5050 is good. Yeah, my wife saw them. She wants the X reels. I probably out of those three cards, I probably regret selling the 4090 the most. 4090 because it was an Asus freaking tough and it looked incredible. I literally regret selling that card. AM Ford probably is gonna if they really do fire up the thing and bring some more out, yeah. I'd like to see them focus all of it on 5800 X3Ds. Maybe even redesign it just a little bit. 9070 XT still have a good prices close to. I would like to see them put the memory underneath it, like they did with the 9800 X3D. They pre-bought the production lines. Simply won't make more hardware that will charge us for software updates. Probably. Well, as you can see with NVIDIA, they used 5x more compute in their new training model for DLSS 4.5. So every year or so, they could actually update the models and make them better. NVIDIA, AMD can do the same thing. AMD's working with a PlayStation right now, updating their models and training them and stuff like that. I think you're going to see really good things out of FSR and DLSS. I think that you're going to be able to play the games you want to play at the resolution you want to play at the performance you want to play them at with software updates. The Asus Tough 4090. I love that card. It was such a beautiful card. Nice. Software upgrades. Why do they not make a 5090 Ti? What need do they have to do that? Like, why would they do that? 5090 is already I think a 5090 is fine. They don't need more power than that. They kind of let me down. Probably not really that I saw. I don't think we're getting any TIs. I don't think we're getting any supers either. I think they're pretty much done. 5080 Ti maybe, but it would be a cut down 40. It'd be cut down 5090s. That's the only thing that I could see coming out. No, I'm excited for AI games. I want to try them out. That would bring a lot of new PC Nation gamers. Yeah, I think AM4 is still a decent, still a good thing to build on. RAM prices will probably go down in 6 months. $5090 Ti Super. Why did they make a 3090 Ti? Because it was easier to milk people for money back then. I mean, they're already bringing out 6X and adaptive frame generation. 24 gigabyte 9080 XT. They said they would have to make a whole new chip for that. So they said to keep they said they're putting all the resources into the next chips. So I think the 9070 XT is more than enough for most gamers. Potato. They really don't need a bigger card. They just, yeah. %, stronger than a 5060 and costs way more. That's NVIDIA math, bro. You'll have to ask them how they do their math. Crimson Desert game, yes, it was. I thought it was great, dude. I'm super excited for it. It does kind of give you that like Valhalla feel in terms of the world. It was pretty cool. Live stream will have DLSS soon. I'm still waiting for RTX Sand, bro. $8,000. Oh yeah. Shoot, look at the time. Gotta go. Yep. Oh, good night. Please check out my new channel. Yep, check out my brother's channel, guys. Go and check him out. No. 7900 XT, it really does kind of struggle. I mean, if you're using it if you use ultra performance FSR, yeah, you can play it. I don't think it looks horrible. But I was a console gamer for a long time, so it looked fine to me on a 4K display, but everybody was pretty sad about it for some reason. I don't understand why they got so sad about it. So sad about it. Will Intel make more graphics cards? I don't know. They didn't show any off at CES. 16 gigs is enough for 4K textures, but it's not enough for 4K textures and extreme ray tracing. That's when you start to run into the problems is, like something like Indiana Jones. When you start using all of that, that's when it starts to like really bog down 16 gigs. Well, of course I know it's going to fake textures, bro. That's why sometimes it looks a little funny. Upscaling's not perfect, man. I think it's weird that the metric is sharpness. You know what I mean? Stellar Blade? Oh, absolutely. 16 gigs is more than enough for Stellar Blade. Huh. AMD lied to you. I can get the Radeon AI Pro. Yeah, you can get that. I've got a freaking Pro card right now. This one has 32 gigs. This is 6800. This card's pretty badass. 32 gigs of VRAM right there. That card's actually pretty fast, and it runs with FSR 3 and frame generation and everything. Dual, baby. Stellar Blade. Oh, yeah. Stellar Blade's a fun game. No, they lied. They didn't lie about having to make it for it to go to like a 9800X 3D or a 9900X. Yeah, they do. I'm absolutely getting Forza Horizon 6 when it comes out. The Steam Machine, I'm going to buy one because I want to check out freaking Steam OS. I think it's going to be just fine, honestly. We'll find out when it comes out. I'll buy it and I'll review it. I wish I could have seen it at freaking CES, man. To buy it, been waiting for a sale. Do want to get a physical copy for PS5 just for collecting. I don't think you're gonna make it off the beach, bro. You'll have 1,000 hours played in the game on the beach. Are the specs good enough? Yeah, they're decent. In my opinion, in my honest opinion, after testing the RTX 5050 and the RX 580, yeah, I think they're fine, bro. I think they're fine. I think I'm going to get I don't think I'm going to use the new Steam controller. I think I'm just going to use my regular controllers. For most PC gamers playing anything stronger than a 4060 Ti, probably. Nice. I'm going to do Steam Machine just because I want to see how it's going to run. What do you mean turn me into a fanboy? I've always been an AMD fanboy, dude. Like, did you forget where you are? Hey, at least I can say that without, at least I can admit that I'm an AMD fanboy. At least I can admit it. I'm honest. At least I'm honest. I think Steam Machine's going to be good. Well, that's good. 7900 XTX is a good card, man. It's more than sufficient, bro. Like, you should be absolutely satisfied with that card for a very long time. Preston, I kind of want the ROG LIX. Bro, I saw that at freaking CES and I actually finally held one in my hands. Oh, I love it. Very comfortable. I do plan on maybe getting one this year. I just gotta build my funds back up, man. I'm so poor right now. PC Master Race. Nice, nice. Any good free food? They gave us sandwiches. They gave us sandwiches there. Stop buying 5090s. I know, man. Hey, you know what? It was a one-time purchase. Sell the 5090 when it hits 7K, right? I think I got a turkey sandwich. Mine was a turkey and cheese, and then there was a roast beef. But at least we didn't have to pay for it. Dude, they treated us pretty good as media. Everybody except for NVIDIA, man. I can't believe NVIDIA wouldn't let me in, bro. Like that really did kind of make me a little bitter. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That made me a little bitter, but I did buy the dip, bro. I got it right. I did. I got it right when I was supposed to. Now I'm hungry. CES was actually pretty good, man. It's cool, bro. Like you get like it's massive and overwhelming, but it was freaking cool. I can't wait to go again next year. Should buy another 5090? No, I'm not doing that. I got what I need. I'm not trying to add to the issues with PC gaming, bro. I just couldn't believe that, dude. I went up there and I'm like, a media, and they're like, no, it's invitation only. I'm like, really? I'm like, well, what the hell are these freaking media cards for then? I'm like, I'm a 5090, bro. Let me in. Is a PS5 Pro good? Yeah, we should be getting PSSR 2 or yeah, a long time ago. It's fast. It's very fast. It's like twice as fast as everything else I have. It should give you a sushi sandwich. Oh no, I didn't. I thought you were talking about like when the prices were low on the 5090s and I bought mine. Yeah, PS5 Pro is not for the poor. I didn't buy any stock. I don't own stock in any of these tech companies. I probably should, but I don't. Hold it for a year and be rich. I don't think that's how it works, bro. All the idiots like scalpers that go out and buy a whole bunch of shit and then the prices go back down. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's going to happen with RAM too. Bro, I was looking at Amazon for DDR5 and it's only like $400 for 32 gigs. That's not completely horrible. I mean, it's horrible, but it's not like unbuyable. And it's available too. I have no idea if a water loop system is hard to make. I've never built one. Tell you what's going to happen with all this rent. You are home. What's that?
It's mine.
What is it?
Mine.
Is there more?
No.
What is it?
Eggs and sourdough.
Oh, there's avocados. I want an egg. I want
The
eggs.
funny thing was, is I was like, is your dad recording? And Hunter goes, no, he's doing live. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go in there and he's probably going to ask me what I'm eating. And look at my plate. I want it.
I just want eggs and avocados. Oh, everybody says hello.
Hi.
Seen a recent video of yours. Some people were saying your 5090 was running hot at 80 degrees, but isn't 80 degrees? Yeah, it is pretty normal.
I bet you $10 Dad is going to say that. So, now I'm
64 gig kits for 800 buckaroos. Yeah, dude. That's a good price.
Dog,
No,
this
just
isn't for
joking.
you either.
Company that bought it up will overbuy. Some of them won't even start up. Yeah, for real. Going up on prices because of RAM issues. Well, if they raise the prices, they raise the prices, man. People won't buy them. It is what it is. Don't buy it if you can't. I mean, if you don't want it. $80C is normal. Actually, I think NVIDIA says like 84C. What does NVIDIA say the temperature for the RTX 5090 is?
Oh.
70 to 77 C under heavy load, with some cooler models hitting 60s, very well below its 90 C thermal limit. Mine usually runs about 72-ish. Mine only runs hot in the, I don't even think mine runs in the 80s. It's usually in the 70. The back plate of a GPU on Etsy, pretty cool, $15, including a fan. Nice. Honestly, hey, you know what? Just going off of what NVIDIA says, bro. Why would NVIDIA lie to me? Why would NVIDIA lie to me? Is there any new cases that caught your eye at CES? Probably the gosh dang it, now I forgot the Asus oh gosh. The Asus Chronox. That one really caught my eye. That thing looked incredible. You know, the Height X50 looked pretty cool too. Well, I mean, NVIDIA says it can run up to 90C, bro. I'm well under 90C. I'm under 90C, so I'm okay, right? It's running 600 freaking watts, bro. How cool do you think it's gonna be, man? I mean, I've already got my fans, like I've already set my fan curve pretty high. I mean, it's kind of quiet, but I don't do any overclocking. Well, then you must have bought a better 5090 than I got. I got the MSI Gaming Trio, and apparently it runs hotter than yours. Damn, next time I'll choose better. Guess MSI is no longer one of my favorite brands. I'm going to have to get something a little better next time. Exactly. The Asus Astro would have been a lot cooler. I got the MSI Gaming Trio. The Lightning looks like it would be a little bit cooler. Maybe I should get that one.
Andy.
What's wrong with you, dude? No, I didn't. I had to leave CES early, guys, so I was not.
We missed a lot.
The Asus cards looked incredible. I got to go into Asus early though. I didn't have to wait for the full show to start. And I only stayed one day into the show, like Tuesday, and we left Wednesday.
We'll know better next time.
Next time we're staying the whole time, so it doesn't matter. This was a no, you're not spamming. More engagement is always great. Does EVGA even exist anymore? Yep. It's going good, Fatal Charade. How are you? I was actually just getting ready to get off. So, my friends, you guys have fun. It was nice talking to you guys again. Hoping to go live later this weekend. You're welcome. You're all welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Just hurry up and hit that like button before you leave so that people think that I'm a good YouTuber. So that people think I'm a good YouTuber, man. Just hit that like button. And we'll see you guys. Hopefully this weekend I'll be able to do live again. Maybe even someday throughout the week I'll be able to. You guys have fun, man. I know. I need to get a freaking. I got a fire extinguisher. I will be good. I will be good. Yeah, I don't know. 80s. I don't know. Usually it doesn't run that hot. It usually runs about 72 most of the time when I'm playing. I do kind of watch that. He's in the freaking chat right now. You can ask him. He's right above you, AJ. He says he loves it. He says he loves it a lot. So, all right, guys, we'll see you later. Have fun.